Even if you go into the restroom, there you have to write your name. 2 minutes to pee and come, there people have to leave their names. So if one wants to have this capability, truly able to create as Creator did, the most fundamental thing is to be able to keep your personality off your imagination. It takes a certain amount of sadhana, it takes a certain amount of preparation for a person to be like this, that he can extensively use his mind without imposing his personality upon it.
If you have a weak dream, every day it keeps changing, then that's not going to manifest. Devi is actually a dream. I made her up. She's real and she works. Even now, God is sitting and dreaming. All this that you're all sitting here is his dream. It's not real. It's a perfect description of creation. It's very simple, but perfect. Micromillimeter by micromillimeter, observe every bit and build that memory into your mind. Your mind becomes an explosive possibility. Now, if you want, you can make a little finger grow out of the grass. So, it's best tonight you sit down and look at these three things. At the end of the day, you sit in your bed.
The nature of human mind is such that if we can distinctly create something in our mind, the next step would be to empower that with our life energies. If we can do that, that will become a living reality by itself. Most human beings have lost this power. To be able to create, truly create. Because mind has become listless and the life energies are not sufficiently organized to put it behind whatever you wish to. The whole science of Tantra yoga is just this. I know in this part of the world, if I utter the word Tantra, people are thinking about acrobatic sexuality. It's truly a sacrilege that people who generally visit India for a month or two at the most become experts in Tantra and write books about it. Tantra means, literally means a technology. Technology means, technology is for creating what you want. If you… the physical technologies that we know around us, they're all about creating physical situations the way we want it. And when human minds try to create what they want, they'll ask for many things. Most of the time, you would be fortunate if your prayers are not answered. Yes. If all your prayers were answered, your life would be truly a disaster. Fortunately, most of them are not answered. So Tantra does not believe in creating what you want in terms of the physical existence around you. But he is focused on what is generally considered maybe you would call it paranormal, in creating forms and identities which will function way beyond your own intelligence. So Tantra essentially focused on creating a mind higher than myself, making an intelligence beyond my present capabilities to become available. The process of creating this, the technology of making this happen, was what was known as tantric methods. In yoga, it is known as Tantra yoga. Learning to use your body, your mind, and your energies as just instruments of life, so that it becomes available to a much higher possibility, an intelligence which is way beyond human capabilities. This fundamentally involves two basic steps. One is to have the ability to vividly create what you want in your mind, every detail of it. And to be able to keep your personality traits out of this imagination, which takes a certain amount of training and dispassion about yourself. That is, you don't think much of yourself. If you think too much of yourself, even if you go into the restroom, there you have to write your name. 2 minutes to pee and come. There people have to leave their names, have you seen? When there is a certain sense of inadequacy in a person, wherever he goes, he tries to leave his stamp. This has become the way, unfortunate way of the modern day humanity. Wherever they go, they have to leave their stamp. Smallest things, they have to sign their name on it. You will see in the Eastern cultures, this was considered an absolute sacrilege, trying to leave your name on something. But these days, they're also in the bathrooms, they're writing. The greatest temples that were built, masterpieces of art, nobody will know who is the master builder. His name is never there. That's one thing he will not do, put his name on it. Oh, this was built at this time, everything they know. Maybe the king who funded the temple, his name will be known. But the artist, the man who created it, his name will not be anywhere. This may seem very unfair for a Western mind. A man who did such a job, his name should have been established. But the man who created it is made such a way that he would be absolutely insulted if his name was put on the temple. So if one wants to have this capability of being able to create, truly able to create as Creator did, the most fundamental thing is to be able to keep your personality off your imagination. It takes a certain amount of sadhana. It takes a certain amount of preparation for a person to be like this, that he can extensively use his mind without imposing his personality upon it. There are very beautiful incidents. There was a South Indian sage, his name was Pusalar. The king in the town built a huge Shiva temple. It took many years to build this temple. And the next day was the opening ceremony for his temple, which was his lifetime's ambition. He put much money and effort to build this great temple. Next day is inauguration of the temple, but that night Shiva appeared in his dream and said, "I will not be able to come to your temple's inauguration because Pusalar has built another temple. I need to go there. He is also opening it tomorrow." King woke up with a fright, because this temple, he has strived to build it for so many years and spent so much money and effort. And Shiva says he has to go to some other temple built by Pusalar in the same town. Who is this Pusalar and which is this temple that I do not know about? So they went searching for Pusalar. After much search, they found Pusalar in a small hut, a cobbler by profession. Those days, not a profession that was looked up to, but looked down upon. So the king went there and asked, "Where is your temple?" Shiva says, "He's going to go to your temple, not mine." "Where is it?" Pusalar said, "I just built it in my mind." Every brick, every stone, he slowly built it, taking many years. And that is more of a reality than what you build with stone and brick. Once you build this, there is another step of empowering it with life energies, infusing it with life energies, so that it becomes a live process by itself.
There are two dimensions of human life. One is the human being is supposed to just be. And of course, there is human doing. The human being wants to do. If you want to do something in the world, the larger and more vivid your dream is, the better. If you have a weak dream, every day it keeps changing, then that's not going to manifest. So when you want action, you need a dream. You have heard that famous speech, "Yes, I have a dream." And it did tremendous things. It changed the whole nation. It changed the culture completely just because somebody has a dream. So when it comes to action in the world, you need a dream, otherwise how? But everybody need not have a dream. If everybody has their own private dreams, they become fantasies and it'll go somewhere else. A man who's conscious must generate a dream. You want me to complete the dream or have you woken up? This happens to dreams, isn't it? When you're sleeping, somebody comes and end of the dream. Now we're not talking about those dreams. Those dreams are just exaggerated replay of so many unfulfilled things within you. Most of the dreams that people go through in the night are just unfulfilled realities which will find all kinds of weird expressions. They're just simply random thoughts running most of the time. There are four different types of dreams, but a large part of the dream is just unfulfilled desire. We're not talking about that kind of dream. We're talking about creating a conscious dream which will manifest and function. Devi is actually a dream. I made her up. But she's real and she works. There's one culture in the world who kind of figured this right. In India, the expression is too sophisticated for people to understand. But a simple expression was found by the Aborigine people in Australia. They refer to the world and the making of the world as dream time. God dreamt it. It's not real. Even now, God is sitting and dreaming. All this that you're all sitting here is his dream. It's not real. It's a perfect description of creation. Very simple, but perfect. This is what here we said is Maya. This is what modern physics is trying to tell you, that existence is relative. It's relative to your dream. Not you as a person, but you as a being, it is true. So if a being creates a form, a dream is a form by itself. If he creates a form, it will manifest. Of course, it needs to be supported a bit, but once it's supported, it will always manifest. The whole dimension of Tantra is just this. In the West, the word Tantra means, some fools have written books saying that Tantra means unbridled promiscuity, okay? No, Tantra means technology. The technology of creating. Tantra needs a very vivid imagination. It's like this. You can try this, you can spend some time on this. You don't pluck anything. You go sit near a tree or a blade of grass. Just vividly build the memory of this blade of grass 100% into your mind. It takes a lot of work, believe me. My whole childhood, I just sat there building the memory of small things into my mind. And just one thing if you manage, I'll tell you, the memory of this little finger, if you build it into your mind becomes miraculous. When I say the memory, there are so many characteristics to this little finger. If you go micromillimeter by micromillimeter, observe every bit and build that memory into your mind becomes an explosive possibility. Now, if you want, you can make a little finger grow out of the grass. This is Tantra. There are situations where they will plant a seed, a mango seed is planted. Tantrics make it grow right there and bear fruit within a matter of hour or two, because it's a dream. The tree is anyway a dream. Your body is anyway a dream. The universe anyway is a dream. In one level, it is a dream. It is relative. So this is what we said Maya. Maya does not mean it does not exist. Dream does not mean it does not exist. It is not the way you think it is. The way you're perceiving through your five sense organs, that's not the way it is. Its nature is different. So, when I'm talking about different things, I may say different things, but they're not different. Because you're looking at it with a discriminatory intellect, they're looking different for you. Right now you're sitting there on the ground, you may think, I am sitting here. The earth thinks, you're just a lump of itself. Who will be proved right one day? Right now you can say, no, that's not true, I can get up, I can walk, I can run, I can jump. But one day, when it sucks you back, the earth will laugh at you. So, it's best tonight you sit down and look at these three things. At the end of the day, you sit in your bed and look back on the whole day from the morning you got up, how you've been going around. You will see 90% of the time you're quite stupid. I'm being generous with percentage, believe me. If you're given little work, if you're just given little responsibility, suddenly you become so important. You become bigger than the universe suddenly. How many times you expanded beyond the size of the universe? If you look at it, you will see most of the time it's bloated. How many times you became immortal, that is, you're not conscious of your mortality. Just… and how many times did you walk around looking at people and things around you without any sense of involvement? Just three things, you watch out. You will see, you'll have to laugh through the night. Don't start crying. Just learn to laugh at your stupidity. You will see all the rubbish you carry will turn into manure very fast. And manure is good for growth, you know. Just every day you do this, you will become wise, believe me, very wise. And I have a need for wise people. I'm looking for them. There are a whole lot of things to do, not enough wisdom. Let's grow them. Hmm?